Welcome to the part two of the rise and fall of Groove Awards. As I told you earlier, Kev Mule was the vision behind Groove Award. Now, and also as I told you, his vision changed. He had another vision of opening a radio station. The vision idea is not bad, but he forgot to involve God in all his plans. Now he opened a radio station. He is anointed and God has enabled him to do whatever he's doing. He has been given that by God. He opened a radio station called NRG Radio. And this is where he directed all his energy. This radio station should be the biggest gospel radio station that has ever existed. Listen, this radio should go Africa. But Satan saw the vision and he diverted the vision. And he brought on board Andrew Kibe, Kamenegoro, and all they were discussing was sexual stuff and perversion, and people are following them and blindly. Remember, even Kibe is anointed; he's a pastor. When God anoints you and bless you, He doesn't take back His gifts. Your gifts might be perverted, but you still have it on you. That's why Kibe is still influential in the dark world. Now, these are the people that Kev invested in, and this radio station was branded different. It was not branded for the gospel people. It was branded for the young and vibrant generation coming up and want to live a vibrant life, a reckless talk and reckless living. That's how it was branded. And most of the time there is a show that they have in the evening where they are free to discuss anything and everything. And this is what happened because he could not focus his energy in both entities. So he pushed his energy on groove on energy, and he had not lived the right successors at Groove Award to continue with the vision. So because of this, Groove Award had to fall, man. It had to fall. It had to to one pillar was not there. So another thing, they used a lot of marketing power to push this radio. It They even bought a car that was a symbol of the radio. They used everything. They used the white guys and white chilets to promote this radio and to make sure that it's becoming successful, and it has become successful in Kenya. And all these, the people need to understand that the money that was used for this radio, it was acquired. It is the using the name of God in Groove Awards to finance this other vision. People need to understand that it is God's money that financed NRG radio. And diversion came into place, and NRG was really perverted, really marketed and really perverted to the point uh, gospel artists could not associate themselves with that. Now, because remember, as I told you earlier, this guy was a father. Uh, Kev Mule is a father to many gospel artists. He influenced all these artists to go and do secular music. I hope I'll have a sit down with him to understand his perspective. But he influenced all these artists: Willie Paul, Bahati, Kim Dani, LJ Masai, all of these artists to go. They were the top notch influential artists to go and do uh, secular music. And because these artists had no option, because they needed to live and survive, and as a father he had a voice over their lives. And that is how gospel music was wounded. When followers saw artists crossing over to gospel, they were disappointed and they unsubscribed to the gospel industry, and they joined others pointing fingers at the gospel industry and condemning the gospel industry. It's just this a little corruption that happened and caused all of this to happen. Now people unsubscribed to gospel industry, and no matter what an artist is producing, people no longer believe in gospel musicians. They say that these musicians, they are scammers. They will lie to you that they are saved. When they make money, they'll forget you. Also, another thing, these gospel artists made a lot of money, and because of that, uh, they and they started bragging. You understand? But let's keep on praying for Kev Mule. Maybe one day, as a prodigal son, he will come back to his senses and be about his father's business. It is my dream that Groove Award 2023 will happen. It is my dream that it will happen 2024, bigger and better and more powerful. I'm sending a message to Kev Mule. Kev Mule, God anointed you and enabled you and gave you favor for his kingdom so that you can raise a generation that is God fearing. Please come back and work for your father who raised you from a humble beginning to where you are right now. God bless you guys. Keep on subscribing, keep on sharing this wonderful. Keep on encouraging me by subscribing, sharing, and tagging a friend and learn something.